Welcome, I'm Ms. Quoted. Today I'm going to talk about hypermobility shoulder strength training exercises using a foam roller. So you can get either a full-size foam roller or a shorter one like me, and then supplement the shorter one with a yoga block under your hips. So we're going to go through chops, rowing, and a couple of other exercises just to get you an idea of what you can do with the foam roller. So as you may recall in video 5, I discussed shoulder posture and how important your shoulder posture is when you're working out and you have hypermobility Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. We have to make sure that we're not popping our shoulder blades off of our backs or subluxating our shoulder cap at all. And in video 6, I showed some exercises you can do while lying on the ground to make sure that your shoulder posture is in good alignment. What I'm going to do today is discuss some exercises that you can do on a foam roller that you get a little more extension than if you were just flat on the ground. So the first one, I had demonstrated a row on the ground, and you basically had to stop when you hit the ground about here. You can also do the lat rows while you're on the foam roller, and you get that little bit more of your extension behind you. You can pull the elbows back behind your rib cage and get into your lat rows a little bit more. And the thing about having hypermobility Ehlers-Danlos is the slower and more controlled you do an exercise, the more you're going to get out of it. So don't try to just whip through these. Try to do lightweight, slow, and controlled. So another exercise that's good for you is chops. So chops, again, you got to make sure your shoulder blades are on your back. You've got to have the head of your shoulder in the socket, and then you just kind of go 45, 45. And these are good, slow and controlled, lightweight exercises. And then another thing you can do, I talked about working the muscles below your shoulder blade and in your armpit in video number 5. You can also do those on the foam roller. So you're just pushing your arms out and then bringing them back to neutral. Push them out and bring them out. And so on this one, the motion's coming from under your armpit and not from up in the joint, right? You're pushing with your back muscles as opposed to popping up with your shoulder. So slow and controlled. And then another one I like is just flipping your hands back and forth. You can do this on the ground, you can do this sitting, you can do this on a foam roller, but it's a good way to get your forearms working. And you can, if you're standing, it changes the center of gravity. So you can do it in several different positions. But those are just a few of the arm exercises that I like to do on the shoulder or on the foam roller as opposed to on the ground. And I recommend adding those to your repertoire.